With the current moves in the market, we're all looking for trading opportunities, and there are plenty around. But in times of geopolitical stress, quite often we turn to gold. And gold hasn't really disappointed either in the last few days, where we have seen an uptick in some of the moves that we've seen. Let's catch up now with IG technical analyst Axel Rudolph with some more on this. And it's interesting watching this trade in gold. It's been a long time in coming, this uptick. We now finally have it. From a technical viewpoint, what are you watching? What should we know about gold and how to trade it?
Well, it's clearly gone up, as you say, flight to safety, and we've now, interestingly enough, hit the highs going back to September 2020 at $1,973 per troy ounce. So short term, I would like this level to be taken out. And if that were to be the case, then we're going to head back up towards the 2,000 level, because 2,000 is a round number. Psychological round numbers like that are often deemed to be interesting for technical traders.
Now, this is a weekly chart, isn't it? So these are weekly candles. So these are giving some big moves. So as you say, 2,000 is not too far away from where we are. What happens after we reach 2,000, assuming we get to that psychologically important level? We do like big round numbers, don't we, as technical analysts? What happens after 2,000?
Well, if it doesn't stall there, then the next target really is just the all-time high at 2,075. That's all I can say, taking us back to August 2020. But as you can see, over the last 3-4 weeks, we've clearly gone up, and now we're accelerating to the upside. So the trend is very much intact and pointing up.
You mentioned a really important word, trend. Again, this is something else we love about trading the markets, if we can latch on to a trend. Before I get to the point at which we're going to ask about how far it goes, how do you trade a trend?
Well, you just trade in the direction of the trend. Ideally, you want to catch a minor correction against that major trend to get a better entry level, and then just ride the waves up. And in this case, if we were to go back down, for example, towards the May high of last year at 1916, then that might be a good opportunity to go long. But I don't think we're even going to get there, because right now the trend is so strong, it's just going to go one way, and that is up.
And of course, we always talk to clients about providing yourself with some sort of safety net. Stop losses. What about the stop loss? In a trend play, how do you use the stop loss function?
Well, if you look at this chart, for example, here, I mean, on the hourly chart, if you wanted to go long now, what you would look for is the last relative low. And relative low is basically a bar where the bar to the left and to the right are above that last low. And that is a long, long way away. So you can't really see one here. So right now, going long, you would probably have to place your stop loss below this last hourly bar here at 1950.
So that's a good point there for day traders. Let me just quickly ask you about a possible reversal. What are you looking at to give you some sort of idea that this trend is no longer a trend and we should then be putting a short trade on?
Well, it really depends on your definition of a trend. I mean, from a longer term perspective, as we just established, the trend is clearly up. Short term, if you trade intraday, what you want to see is maybe a higher high being made, followed by a reversal below the last relative low, as I showed you just here. For example, if on the if on the hourly chart we were to now go back up again, fail again, and then fall below 1950, that is a small reversal. But again, I would then probably go down to a lower time frame, such as the 15-minute chart, and look at these lows and highs here being taken out for a reversal to happen, in which case you could go short. But right now, the trend is really up, and that's the only way to trade it, really.
Yep. Okay. All right. Axel, thanks so much indeed. Axel Rudolph. You can catch up with more of Axel's work on IG.com. He's written about a lot of the aspects of the markets, but of course we are keeping very much in the direction of what's happening at the moment with the geopolitical risk that continues to develop in Ukraine because of the invasion from Russia. Don't forget that every morning at 7:30 we will be covering the early morning call, which gives you an idea as to how things are looking for the next day ahead. So do tune in for that. And at 10:30 in the morning on the IG platform, there's a specialist charting show with Axel, amongst other colleagues, at 10:30 a.m. UK time. For more videos from us here at IGTV, join us on Twitter at IG.com, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.